Hi everyone, welcome to Friday Sews. I'm Alison, my channel is Sew Like Dotty, and thanks for stopping by today. So I'm just going to run through what I've been watching, making, buying, just that usual sort of weekly catch up in my little world. There's two things I need to let you know about. So there is a new social sewing in-person group which has been opened in Preston by my friend Paula. I'll put a little visual on here about that if anybody's interested in that. You can always drop me a message and I can pass on Paula's details, or if you search for sew_Paula on Instagram, you'll see her details there. And then the other thing is a little reminder about the Sophisticated challenge which is running. So again, I'll put a little visual on there. I did share that on my Instagram, but that's run by, I think it's Surrey Sews, that sort of group of people, and Eleanor's one of my Sew Virtual ladies who's involved in that. I have donated a prize for Sew Virtual, but you've got the actual event which is sold out, but you've also got the Instagram challenge running as well. Some more details on the screen, I'll leave it on so you can see those. What else have I been watching this week? I'm in two phases at the moment. So I think I might have said that I've sorted my fabric out. This is my stash, these four shelves here. So these two here are, that's my next year's summer wardrobe. And this is my winter wardrobe, maybe spring, early spring. So I did that last week. That's been really helpful, actually. I was mentioning that to my friend Lynn today because I can sort of go to it and at a glance everything's all together, where I used to have knits and wovens separated out and things before. Generally in the winter I use more knits, I would say, anyway. And I've been I'm still sewing for London and France. I cut last night's sewing bee. I had my headphones in and I was just over there at my cutting table, and everything I want to make is cut out. So I think I've got 6 more things to make, but most of them are pretty quick makes anyway. But I'm also thinking about moving into autumn and things I want to do. So I'm really enjoying making bags, and I've got a bag to show you today, which I'm really pleased with. But it's time for me to step out of my Bestie bag comfort zone and move into some different bags. So I've been watching a lot of vlogs from Country Cow Design, Emma from Studio 77, and Jess from Oakler Roots. And Jess doesn't design bags, I don't think, but with permission shares bags from other people, and I really like her sew-alongs. So I'm just starting to look ahead to maybe making some bags like winter. There's only so many clothes you can make, isn't there, really, guys? So yeah, we've also got a night on the Toon at the end of October, which is Newcastle Frocktails. So Judith was just saying to me, are you making a dress? And I said, I'm not sure, because I've got quite a lot of dresses and I'm not really wearing them so much anymore. So I don't really see any benefit of me making a new dress for the occasion, which I know would be lovely, but then if I'm not really going to wear it. So I'm not diving into that rabbit hole at the moment, but I might change my mind. So the other thing that I've done this week, which might sound really random, so bear with me, is I was trying to decide on advent calendars, because I thought the beauty advent calendars kind of came out quite early, but the sewing calendars have really hit the decks really early. So it's not that I've not bought any of them because I don't want to, but I'm trying to work out what I want to do. And there was a one in particular that I was looking at. I looked at an unboxing from last year and it was about £130, and I think it was really good value, but I was kind of like, I'm not sure that I would use everything that's in it. And the reason with the beauty ones is there's a couple of girls who do unboxings anytime now they start, and it's really important to me, if I'm going to invest in an advent calendar, that I get one that's got lots of things I'm going to actually personally use. So I watch the beauty ones, I see which one I'm going to choose that I'm going to get the most use of, and that's the one that I order, so I'm waiting for that. But I wanted to have something sewing related. So here is the start of my advent calendar. So you might think I'm completely bonkers at this point, but I've ordered lots of things to make my own advent calendar. I've ordered some paper, I've ordered some numbers. I'm going to wrap them up because by the time it gets to December and I'm unboxing my beauty one, I can't remember what's in each number or what's necessarily in it. And I'm going to do the same with this. So I've ordered lots of sewn things, a lot of bag related things, some vinyl, some hardware, some labels, little measuring things, lots of different things. So you'll see me when I do Vlogmas unboxing it, but it'll be bigger than this. But I've just put a few things in here that have come already, and then I'm going to have a wrap up session and make my own advent calendar. I think I've spent about £60, but I know everything that's in it I'm gonna really like and use. So yeah, you probably think I've lost the plot, but that's okay. I'm all right with that. So what am I wearing today? I've just been to Sawtoon. I've got a ready to wear little vest top on and my barrel leg jeans. And this is the Tamarama, why can't I say it? Tamarama shirt that I made last week. But what I have done is put little black 12mm plastic poppers on it. Although I'm tempting to wear it open. And I did get the Closet Core Cali shirt printed off. I think I mentioned that last week. But the size I asked for it to be printed in, it's been printed in the wrong size. So I started to cut it out and then I realised. So I have cut one of these out in another fabric. And I'll see if I have the same issue with the collar, which some of you said you didn't and some of you said you did. So it was useful to get that feedback. Okay, new makes for this week. I have made very simple, had this ready. Lynn, one of my friends gave me this Daisy viscose jersey and I was going to make a dress. Then I thought, no, viscose jersey stretches so much. So I cut out an AT and then passed it back on. Asked Lynn if to put it on a swaps table. She said yes. So I just made this near, just put some white jersey on, white round the neck. Nice little layering piece for this time of year. It's such an easy make, the AT, isn't it? If you've not seen that before, it's Tammy handmade. Front and back are exactly the same. Yeah, it's lovely. I didn't make any for ages and I don't know why. Obviously I've got the royal blue trousers. I'm making a white skirt, so my holiday wardrobe is coming together. I don't want to put it on there because I scribbled my address out with black ink, so let me get rid of that. So yeah, simple near tea done. It was one of those things where I said to Cal, I'm coming downstairs in a minute, I'm finished, and then I thought, oh, I could make a t-shirt. It's already cut out. I do find it helpful to have stuff cut out. So I am still very much in my Ashton mode, which is Helen's Closet. I keep thinking it's Closet Core, but it's not, it's Helen's Closet. I do the cropped with a couple of inches added on. It's got the bust dart and I do the D cup in it. I don't use the facing though because I'm hemming, I put a deep hem in it anyway. So I've made two of those. I really had a big like sew-a-thon day on, I think it was Saturday, and then I didn't do anything for a few days. But I have some other things. I'm not sharing everything. I'll show you some for next week as well, some little finishing touches. So I've got two. This white linen is from Pound Fabrics. It's a bit stiff. I think I've mentioned it before. I actually did the facing in some... Did I do it in linen? Oh yes, I did do it in linen actually. I was thinking I'd done it in a viscose slub. No, I did do it in slub. I'm just talking to myself, Anna. Because I didn't want it to be too thick. It needs iron because I've worn it and washed it. And did I top stitch this round? Yeah, I did. I just went round it on my cover stitch machine because I felt that the slub was... had slightly more give than the linen did, and I didn't want that facing to be coming out, so I just, you can't really even probably see it. I just did a white cover stitch on it, so I just went round the sleeves and the neckline. It looks really nice actually. I'm pleased with it, and the skirt I've done today, or nearly done, is in this fabric, so you'll see that very soon. And then the other one I did, I made a dress out of this fabric. It was my summer seasonal sewist dress from Fleur et Hours, and I had some left. So I had enough left to cut the front on the fold, as you can probably see. I didn't have enough to cut the back on the fold, so I did what I did last time and just pieced it together. I didn't top stitch it this time. I mean, from the back, I don't even think, unless you looked really closely, you would know from a distance the way that the pattern... That's just a complete fluke. I didn't try to match that or anything like that, but that's how it landed. I did... Well, I don't know what I did when I did the facings. The front facing's fine. The back facing I had to join together different scraps of fabric. And you know, when I was putting it on, I was kind of thinking, this isn't lying right, or I'll do something with it here and make it lie right. Now, you know the little voice that goes, just stop, Alison, because this isn't right. Do you have that? I mean, yours won't say Alison, it'll say your name, but you think, no, let's keep going. No. So I ended up having to undo the burrito bits, take it off the neck. So the front facing is in this fabric, but I didn't have any left at all. And the back facing is some more of that slub. It's gone a long way, this slub. And I did just stitch that in place down there, which just did a stitch in the ditch. Can't even see it down the back of it. You stitch the facing in the ditch at the sides. It does keep it in place nicely. Didn't bother with a label because I can easily see which is front and back. So again, this will go with pink, white, royal blue. It would go with these jeans. I can put a cardi over the top, layer it up, and if I need to alter these next year, I can just undo the stitch in the ditch and, you know, run them in a little bit, or if they're a bit loose, that's absolutely fine. I'm all right with that. So the final make, I actually had this ready last week and I'd recorded it. Well, it wasn't quite finished. But then I don't know what happened to the recording of it, I'll be honest. So it was missing. So it's not my final ever Bestie because I've got an order in from my daughter, but it is a Bestie bag. It's actually got my stuff in, so it's quite heavy. Let me just move a few things out of it so it's not as heavy. This used to be the Margot Pinafore, which I never ever wore. I've gone crazy with bag hardware because I absolutely love the green machine. I've done all the poppers on this, which just done. And I did see somebody on a bag making group I'm on use the rivets for when they were putting in these little handmade labels. So I thought, that's a good idea, I'll pinch that. So I did that. I've done rivets on the end and rivets on the strap, so it went through, I think they're 8mm rivets, it went through 3 layers where I doubled that over, so I put them on there. And then I also find, you know, the bit that threads through, I don't like it flapping around, I find it a bit irritating. So once I settle and I know exactly where I want the height, I've just put this little like spring snap press stud on, so it's all in rainbow hardware. Yeah, and I'm pretty pleased with that actually. I'm not sure about the zip because the navy zip I had slightly gold coloured teeth, and I put this gold coloured zipper on. I mean, I can mix my metals, I'm not really bothered. And it's got the goldy colour in the strap, so I guess it does go. But yeah, it was a bag. No, it was a pinafore. Now it's a bag, and the lining is that the peacocks that I recently made a dress out of. So this will go really nicely with that dress actually. So I feel like that's come together nicely, and I'm so pleased I moved to the green machine. I know lots of you said, oh, I use the Vario machine, absolutely no problem. That's great, I'm really happy for you, but it wasn't working for me. Hopefully it's working for the lovely lady who bought it. But for me, I feel really confident with this in whatever I'm doing with it. I've labelled everything up and I know what I'm reaching for and what I'm doing, and I'm really pleased I took that plunge for my birthday gift, which isn't my birthday yet, but never mind. So yeah, what do you think? I love the rivets. I know that you can do them by hand and you can do them with different machines as well. So that's where I'm up to so far. As I say, there is one and a bit other things that I'm on with to share with you for next week. Everything's cut out, so I feel like when I'm ready to just pop on and do something, I can. And I'm off to Darlington tomorrow to meet Julie, who's been away on a like a canal boat holiday that she does, and I've not seen her for ages, so I'm driving down to Darlington to meet her tomorrow. And there's a fabric shop in Darlington I've not been to yet, so I might go there. I've done quite well. I didn't go to Lady McElroy's tour thing that they're doing of the country, because that was in Newcastle yesterday and I didn't go because I'm okay with what I've got. So something needs to really jump out and be like, yes, I need to be in your life to make this garment for me to want to buy it. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that little catch up this week. I hope, as always, that you're thinking about sewing, watching sewing, doing sewing. I mean, I know we've got a life, but let's face it, lots of us do that, don't we? Do you feel like you eat, sleep and breathe thinking about things? But whatever you're doing, I hope all is good. Let me know what you're making in the comments, and I'll love to chat. And if you're not already a subscriber, please just click that button and become a subscriber, because I'd love you to be part of our community. And I will see you next week.